Hi everyone, so this is going to be a guide to pre-enrollment specifically for UNIC students, so that's the University of Northampton International College. So hopefully by the end of this session, you'll be able to understand how to log in and what documents that you need to provide at the pre-enrollment stage. So pre-enrollment is an online process where you check personal details, provide information and upload documents which you need to complete before you arrive and prior to commencing your studies. So this is an important kind of document that sends your details to the university and essentially lets the university know that you will be studying with them, and gives your details, updates your details on the system, let them know what course you're doing, where you'll be living, different things like that. So you can understand it's a fairly important piece of work. So when you receive an email from us saying that you can now pre-enroll, you will click on the link and it will look a little like this. So once you click login, you'll be brought to this page down here, and you need to use the email that you have used at the admission stage. Now this is very important because people like to swap emails during, whether it's agency emails or personal emails or parents emails. Make sure you're using the same email and put it into here, and the password will be provided to you by us in a separate email. So please look out for that password. Don't create your own password. We will provide you with one which you will be able to change. Once you're in, you'll be able to click Review My Status. And then, this is very important, make sure you're clicking the pre-enrollment button at the left-hand side of the page. Now, a lot of people make the mistake of actually putting in a new application, which is obviously something that we don't need to be doing. So at this point, we have some of your details on the system. You need to make sure you're clicking to pre-enroll to complete all the details on the system. So please ensure you've clicked pre-enrollment and then click over here where it says pre-enroll on your course and then select OK. So it will take you through a number of different questions. Some of it will already be in there because you've provided some details, but you need to make sure you fill in everything that is not already been filled in. You'll see how far you are along with the process over the top here. So we've got personal details, student status, address details, and so on. And at each stage, you need to make sure that you save it if you want to come back to it later, or if you want to do it all in one go, just click next and save, and it will take you to the next stage. Probably better to do this all in one go so you don't forget about it or lose any information. Now, when you get to the address details part, you need to make sure your permanent address, this is the address that you normally live at when you're not studying. So this will be the address in your home country. So please, permanent address, please put in the address of your house in your home country. And you can see it says here, if you have an international postcode, enter a full stop in this field here. So where it asks for a postcode, you can just put a full stop. Now, when it comes to your term time address, this is where you will be living in the UK. So that should be a Northampton address where you're living or around the area. And that, when you click on term time address, is where you can input that information. So permanent address, which is your house in your home country. Term time address, your address once you arrived in the UK, as well as your email and telephone number. The next thing you need to put in is your next of kin, which is essentially an emergency contact. I think we would prefer this to be a relative or friend in the UK. It's usually a parent or an uncle, an auntie, something like that. If you have no one in the UK, please just use your the next of kin that you wish to use. So probably a parent or a family member. But if they are in the UK, that's particularly useful. And you'll need to input their address as well as their telephone number in case we need to contact them in an emergency. The next part is inputting your previous education. Now, generally with our students from overseas, it won't recognize in the institution immediately. So if it's not listed, you need to make sure that you have clicked institution and select other from this box here. And then that will allow you to put in your school from your home country. Now we just need the latest one. So it may be a high school or it may be a university in your home country. Please just make sure you input the institution name and the address of the institution and the month and year in which you started and in which you finished. And once you have inputted that, you can click Add Institution, and it should be all done after that. Okay, so click Other from the institution. You can then input the last institution that you attended in your home country, the month and year you started, and the month and year in which you finished. The next section is about your family. So we will ask you whether any of your parents have studied in higher education before. And if you are an international student, you can select that you are not a care leaver. So international students, please select not a care leaver down here. So have your parents attended university, such as, a higher education qualification, such as a degree, a diploma? And then, are you a care leaver? You're not a care leaver for international students. The next part is uploading your documents. So we need ideally a copy of your passport, and there may be a proof of payment for a sponsor as well. So you can browse the file here and upload it. And you can upload it by selecting the box in which, so for example, I want to upload my passport. There will be something down here that says passport, and I will click it. I will select browse, find it within my computer, and then click upload. You can ignore this box and this add button. Please don't press anything down there. So select tick the right document, browse and choose which file, and click upload for any documents that you have down here. And you will know when it's been uploaded, as it will be shaded out along here. Similarly, for the next card, for the next process, you need to upload a photo. Please make sure it's an appropriate photo to go onto a student card, so generally just a headshot. You're free to smile or wear your glasses. As long as we can see that it's you clearly, there's no issue. So once you've uploaded it, you'll be able to kind of adjust, rotate, or upload another one if you're not happy with it. So on the next stage is fees. So you need to confirm how you will be paying your fees. Now, for most international students, it will be self-fee payer. So self-fee payer, if you're, for example, it's being paid by your parents or a family member, you can click self-fee payer full-time. And if you're a sponsored student, you can also attach a letter in the previous bit about uploading documents. So if you're a sponsored student, there's a box to tick here. And if you are a self-fee payer, you can attach this box here. One of the last stages is just to make sure that you have read the terms and conditions and agree to them. So you can read them by clicking the box at the stage in the enrolment. Please read through them, make sure you're happy with them. This is obviously the terms and conditions of the university that you need to agree to in order to attend. And once you've read them, you can tick that you have read them, and confirm on the next page, and you can click Submit Enrolments. You will know that you've completed your pre-enrollment when you receive an email confirming that you have completed it. So if you've not received an email confirming that you haven't completed the pre-enrollment, something has gone wrong. So please just log back on and make sure that you've submitted the enrollment at the end, or it won't be valid. Thank you very much for watching this tutorial, and we look forward to welcoming you when you arrive at UNIC. Thank you very much, and see you soon. Goodbye.